Welcome to another episode of Lifestyles. I'm your host, Craig Sewing. Thank you so much for joining us. We got a great show lined up for you today where we explore America's finest city and all the cool little micro markets. First, we go over to La Jolla with Molly Odell and we explore some of the cool things happening there. Then we're going to go up and tour North County with Lindsey Tuer, our co-host up in the North County area. And then last but not least, we're going with Jenn Morris out to Point Loma to see some cool things happening there. So got a great show lined up for you. Don't forget, you can engage in our conversation online, but let's go ahead and start this show right now.
Molly Odell here, and I am so excited to talk about one of my personal favorite things today, wine. I got invited out by Amber Anderson, local La Jolla broker of Pacific Sotheby's, to one of her favorite spots here, LJ Crafted Wine. We're going to speak with Lowell Jooste, who's the owner here, about how this place is really putting craft wines on the scene. All right, you guys, we are in beautiful La Jolla today. Amber Anderson, thank you so much for having me out here today.
Thank you for having us.
And you invited us to one of your favorite spots. Tell us where we are.
We are in LJ Craft Wines. Thankfully, Lowell invited us here. But you know, I sell not just real estate, I sell the lifestyle, and this is one of those places that is truly complementary to what La Jolla has to offer. And I think one of its little best kept secrets. So here we are today to kind of try it out. And
well, I think it's the perfect place to be. So Lowell, you are the owner, founder of this place. Tell us a little bit about your inspiration to open up LJ Crafted Wines.
So we buy grapes up here in Napa and Sonoma from really top-end vineyards. We make the wine up there. Then we bring the wine down here in barrels when the wine is ready. And we've worked out some equipment which we've submitted for a patent in the US and the EU, which allows us to serve the wine directly out the barrel. And so far we've been through about 50 barrels, and the wine's integrity has been sort of perfect from top to bottom.
So you're serving the wine directly out of the barrel, so not even out of the bottle, we're not pouring it out of it?
Yes, correct. And most of the wine we're selling to go is in refillable bottles, which is very environmentally friendly. It also means that the wine does not go through the normal bottling process of filtration and extra preservative.
Okay, I think that's amazing to me. I'm trying to like wrap my head around the idea. We always hear about this like in the craft brewing with the growlers, but you have brought wine growlers to the world.
Yes, it's exciting to break new ground. That's what gives us the inspiration.
I think it's amazing. Amber, what has been one of your favorite things about coming here?
well, I think just speaking true to the integrity of the wine. I mean, this is very high-end wine and it's delicious. I can tell you that I took a growler of the Chardonnay home last time I was here. And for La Jolla, having a true urban winery with a tasting room, I think is very unique because the locals have a place to come to and hang out. And if you come here in the evenings, you'll see just that. You've got, you know, the wine club members that'll come in and try the new wine for the month, and then they're taking home a refillable growler that is environmentally safe. I know I teach my kids to recycle, and this is one of the best ways that we can do our part to help the environment.
So what is it that we have right in front of us? I think this looks amazing. I'm like drooling over it, but what is this?
This is our cheese and charcuterie board, and it's probably our most popular item, you know, from the kitchen, because we have a little restaurant license too. So it keeps changing, as do the wines. And every month we have new wines. The charcuterie board keeps changing as well.
Okay, so I know that I have this delicious glass of red in front of me, but tell me about the varieties of wine that you have.
So we start off with our Pinot Noir Rosé. We buy that very close to the coast, where in Sonoma, where Pinot Noir really does very well. Then for our white wines, we buy our Chardonnay in Russian River, which is the top-end area for Chardonnay. For the red wines, we buy our Cabernet Sauvignon from Napa, which is really world famous. And for each of our varieties, the Zinfandel we get from Alexander Valley, which is does very well there, and etc. So we aiming at buying our grapes from top-end locations.
That sounds amazing. Amber, what's your favorite wine so far?
Well, he said Napa, Russian River, and Sonoma. And for any wine snob, you know that those are the best locations for amazing wine. I think my favorite, even though I took a growler of Chardonnay home, was their award-winning Pinot. And they do have an amazing special for Mother's Day. So if you're still looking for that Mother's Day gift, you can get one of their limited bottles because it is good.
That's amazing. Let's talk about your new listing. I saw it and it's absolutely gorgeous. I want to hear more about it.
It's one of my favorites, and I think what makes it unique are the views. It has beautiful views to the south along the coast. You can see all the way to Pacific Beach Pier. It sits up on the hill off of Skylark Place, so the address is 5701 Skylark Place. And I think really what is so attractive about this property is it's single level. It has a pool, which is completely on solar. It's private. It sits on a 1/4 acre on a corner lot right on the end of a cul-de-sac. And the owner of this property, when they purchased it, it was a bit of a project, but she could truly see the vision, and she has a true talent when it comes to interior design. So she made it this amazing masterpiece. Cathedral ceilings, everything has been thought of and redone. And it's an amazing property, let alone the gourmet kitchen. I mean, it has it all. So.
That kitchen is to die for. It is stunning. So when people are moving to La Jolla, is it a family home or is it a single home? What are you kind of envisioning for the people that are looking to buy this home?
You know, we have a mix. You know, we have our second home kind of demographic of buyer looking at it, but it's a wonderful family neighborhood as well. It's 4 bedrooms with 3.5 baths. And La Jolla really is a great family neighborhood. I mean, we get the best of both worlds. And let's face it, when you have award-winning schools like we have here in Bird Rock and in other areas of La Jolla, it's hard to beat.
Exactly. Well, and on the walkability of this neighborhood alone, I mean, you can start and, LJ Crafted Wines is right here on the corner. But we have coffee shops and we have actual shops. I mean, it's amazing.
We have everything from your little kids can get their hair cut at Little Locks to music classes. Well, I mean, you could take a walk after you've had some amazing wine here and watch the sunset just 3 minutes away at the beach. And it's getting more and more. So it has everything from your little, coffee shops to shopping, wonderful retail stores, and then even services, your chiropractors and your doctors, and everything's really in one location.
And I think it's really drawing the best of the best to La Jolla.
It has.
People moving here are professionals. They're people that are really wanting to add to the community as well.
Well, I think you speak to that. You moved your entire family with 4 kids all the way from South Africa.
Yes.
And what was one of your reasons for moving to La Jolla?
We wanted something a bit similar to where we came from in South Africa, in Cape Town. And I knew the area very well. A long story, but my grandfather, before World War I, his best friend came from here, and the family's kept a friendship ever since. And I knew this area from when I was at UC Davis in the late 80s. And I used to come down here quite often to see the families that we were friends with.
And that's a very common story.
Okay.
You come here once to visit, and then you want to come make it a permanent resident. Yes.
Well, putting LJ Winery here was a no-brainer for you, and we are so happy you did. Thank you, Amber, so much for having us out here today. This place is amazing.
Of course, and I think we should maybe toast to all of your success and your success moving forward. You've been here just a year, but I truly want to share it with everyone as it's a must-see spot in La Jolla. So
absolutely.
Cheers
to that, you guys.
Salud.
Thank you very much.
Cheers. Thank you.
Okay.
Of course.
Thank you so much, Amber Anderson, for inviting me out to LJ Crafted Wines, the one and only tasting room here in La Jolla. Thank you so much, Lowell, for showing me all the amazing wines that you have to offer the community.
As a real estate professional, there are only so many hours of the day, which means efficiency is more than a buzzword. It's a daily necessity. 2 tools from First American Title can help you keep on top of your transactions, either at your desktop or on the go. My First Stamp puts comprehensive property data at your fingertips, where you can review recorded documents, past transactions, or locate comparable sales quickly and easily. Cost First can also ensure you have 24/7 access to closing costs data, allowing you to generate net sheets, calculate fees, update documents, or email, print, or save your reports, along with TRID calculation and consummation date timeframes. Each sale includes a number of stages to manage, each with the possibility to delay a closing or derail it altogether. Let Cost First and My First Dam keep your transactions on track. Contact your local First American representative to get started today.
I'm Lindsey, Tuer, and today I was invited out by your local San Diego real estate expert, Kip Boatcher with Keller Williams. He brought us out to the community of Encinitas at a super cute shop here called Baker & Olive, and we get to hear from the olive oil sommelier himself, Sean Fisher. So let's go check it out. All right, so I'm here in one of the cutest shops in Encinitas with my good friend, Realtor Kip Boatcher.
How you doing?
Awesome, and we have a very special guest today. We have Sean Fisher, who maybe has the best title ever, olive oil Sommelier.
Yes.
I love that. I love that. So Kip, why don't you tell us where we're at?
So we're at one of my great friend's stores in Encinitas. He's got multiple stores, but Baker & Olive, one of my favorite stores. When I'm not selling real estate, it's got the things that I love the most. Olive oil, balsamics, wine, and cheese.
Sold.
So yeah, it's
totally
absolutely fantastic. Yeah.
I love that. So where is this location exactly in Encinitas?
We're just south of Encinitas Boulevard at El Camino Real in Encinitas. LA Fitness is here, so it's a perfect place to have a location for people that are health-minded, of course.
Absolutely.
And that's what olive oil is.
Now, I know you've been kind of involved since the very beginning.
Yes.
So tell us your involvement here.
Well, we started about 7 years ago. I originally was part of the original project of Baker & Olive. Since then, about 3.5 years ago, the Pizzolis, Pete and Noel Calabresi and his sister purchased the place. And it's really nice because with them, we've had an opportunity to take it a whole different level that I always wanted to go to and open up more stores. So that's been really a great opportunity.
So I know there's a lot of great olive oils out there. What makes them so special here?
What makes them so special here is our olive oils are all tested for 5 different things. There's a lot of olive oil out there that is not so good or been cut. And we test for 5 different things. The first thing we test for is free fatty acids. An extra virgin olive oil is 0.8 free fatty acids or under. The lower the fatty acid count, the higher the quality. All we carry is 0.3 or under because that's the only olive oil that's durable under heat. 0.3 or under is 0.05% of olive oil made on the planet. So very little olive oil you can cook with.
Okay.
We also test for oleic acids and polyphenols. Oleic acids and polyphenols, these are the things that are good for your body. Oleic acids are the acids, fatty acids that attack the bad cholesterols in your body. It's very good for your heart. And then the polyphenols are immune system building compounds. We also test for something called diglycerols. And diglycerols are a fatty acid also that is very, very high in high quality olive oil. If it's been heated, cut, refined, processed, homogenized, then the diglycerol levels will drop drastically. We also test for peroxides, which is oxidation. And all of our peroxides are below 10, which means they're as treat a bottle as possible. They're really quite good. When olive oil is very good for you like this, this quality, it's extremely good for you. When it's not very good quality, it's not good for you at all. Yes.
So I'm looking behind me and there's so many different tubs of different olive oils. So there's a ton of flavors here, I'm assuming.
Yes, there's a lot of flavors. Well, what we have here, first of all, are single varietal, single estate, single venue olive oils. These olive oils are all tested, as I said, for the highest quality. And half the year we source them from a southern hemisphere, which is May harvest, which is coming up. The other half of the year we source them from northern hemisphere, which is your typical Europe, California, Greece, North Africa. Life of an olive oil is 1 year from harvest. And so we switch every 6 months. After we get these in, then they're infused with special flavors, everything from Tuscan herb to wild mushroom and sage. We also have 3 fruit oils, which are lemon, lime, and blood orange, and those are fused, where they literally press the olives with the fruit.
Wow.
We also have white balsamics down a ways, and those white balsamics are made from Trebbiano grapes. They're aged 12 years, and then infused with everything from peach to Sicilian lemon. All the way to thyme and lemongrass.
Oh my gosh, you can find it all here.
Yes,
really
something for everything. There's lots of uses. And then we also have traditional balsamic. Now, traditional balsamic is all we carry due to the fact that's the real original 700-year recipe. And so this stuff is as pure and natural as could be.
So it's good for you, it tastes good. What's your favorite one? Because I've got to try it.
Well, I'm a purist. I love the traditional one,
Okay.
of course, the traditional one. But it all depends what you're doing with them. There's all different applications. We're working with probably 40 of the top chefs in San Diego. They've embraced us. They use our products in all the restaurants. I meet with them on a regular basis. We taste. We work on menu development.
Mm-hmm.
It's quite fun to still be involved in that restaurant world and not being there every day.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I love having, something like this for the local community here. Now, Kip, talk to us a little bit about what's happening in the real estate market.
Well, Encinitas is probably one of the hottest real estate markets here in San Diego. It's got a wide variety of real estate opportunities. On a value scale, it's still pretty affordable. When you think of San Diego real estate, you have everything from east of the 5, values range from the 500s all the way up to the multi-millions, and then you get to the coastal communities, some of the best beaches in San Diego, Moonlight Beach, some of the best surfing from Swami's and Cardiff State Beach. One of my favorite spots all along Encinitas is just the beaches and the communities that you have here.
Yeah.
Some of the best schools in San Diego as well, so you have a huge driver for that. So people that are moving into the area, very family oriented, everything from retirement, multi-generation. It offers everything. And what's great about a store like this is that it is community centric.
Right.
They really kind of want to give back, and Encinitas is really known for great food, really healthy living, and Baker and Olive really truly kind of embodies all of that.
I love it. You probably have a lot of this in your house because your neighbor is the owner. How amazing is that?
Yeah, we probably have about 40 bottles of olive oil and balsamic in the house.
Wow.
We use it all the time. It's absolutely fantastic. And I also give it for closing gifts and to my clients. And every now and then we'll sneak away and we'll go do a little picnic at the beach. And it's perfect just to stop by, grab something that's fresh. The wines and the cheeses and the meats are incredible. So it's the perfect combination.
All right, so you can enjoy the beautiful beaches with an amazing bottle of olive oil and vinegar, some wine, cheese. I mean, there's nothing better.
It's awesome.
Yeah. I'm excited to try this, though. Are you guys ready?
Absolutely.
Will you show me a few of your favorites?
Follow me.
Let's do it.
All right. What we have here is Melgarejo Estate Picual olive oil. It's probably one of my favorite olive oils in the last 7 years. It's absolutely amazing. This is from 1,000-year-old trees in Jaén, Spain. Probably one of the most awarded estates in the world.
Tasty.
Love it.
What we have here is our blood orange olive oil. This is a fused olive oil. They literally press the blood oranges with the olives. It gives them unbelievable aromatics and flavors that are so much more natural than something that's infusing. Awesome.
Let's try it. Wow. That one smells good.
That's awesome. Love it.
What we have here is our traditional 18-year barrel-aged balsamic. This is the real deal. A lot of balsamic, as I said earlier, is cut with caramel coloring, sugars. This is the original recipe, 700 years old, originally created as an elixir and digestif. The health benefits from this are amazing, and anything that tastes this good should not be that healthy, but it is.
Awesome.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
Delicious.
Oh, yeah. That's so good.
Yeah.
All right, that's all for today here at Baker and Olive. Such delicious olive oil and vinegar. Be sure to check them out here in Encinitas. Special thanks to Sean Fisher and Kip Boatcher for having us out today. I'm Lindsey Tuer. See you next time.
I'm Jenn Morris, and today we're showcasing Liberty Station. This is a destination that is quickly becoming known as San Diego's Town Square. We're going to be talking about the history here, the new businesses coming in, and the real estate in the area with top producing real estate agent Catrina Russell. We're also going to be speaking with Neisha Hernandez about her dance studio, Neisha's Dance and Music Academy, set to open here in July. As you can see, we're in one of the courtyards here at Liberty Station, and I'm joined by Catrina and Neisha. Thank you both so much for having us here.
Hi. Hello.
Now, Neisha, this is going to be a second location for your dance studio. Tell me a little bit about the first location.
Sure. We've been in Eastlake for 21 years now, and we are so grateful that we were asked to come and be a part of the beautiful Liberty Station. So in July, we are going to bring that to life and bring our dance classes here.
Tell me a little bit about your dance community and why the culture of your studio is different than the others.
Well, we belong to an organization called More Than Just Great Dancing. And while we do believe that it's important to set the standard high for the students in terms of dance, and we have launched children's careers into major ballet companies, TV shows, on Broadway, we're so much more than that. So we are all about training the kids and bringing them up with our mission, vision, and values, which is you're more than just great dancing. Culture is important for us, and specifically, we're looking to have the kids understand that they need to serve our community, that they are born with worth, and that character counts the most. Character counts.
I would guess that there are friendships made in your studio that last a lifetime.
Absolutely. We have so many students who grew up who are now on our staff and established their best friendships when they were young and are still best friends today.
Wow, that speaks volumes about your studio. Now, 23 years ago, you were sitting pretty in Oahu. What brought you back to San Diego? I know you originally grew up here, but why did you want to come back and build your business here?
You know, I was from here, I grew up here, and I always knew that despite the beautiful places in the world, there is no place like home. And for me, the best way that I can serve the world is to bring the arts to my own community. That's what I love, that's what I do. So every day, I'm so grateful to be here back in San Diego doing it here.
Now, Catrina, you went to UC Berkeley.
I did.
For college. What brought you to San Diego, and why did you want to build your business here?
Well, I started coming to San Diego to visit a friend of mine who lived here. I came for spring breaks and summer, and fell in love with Ocean Beach, really, and San Diego as a whole. But Ocean Beach and Point Loma is where I landed, and I can't imagine being anywhere else now.
So you said that you love Point Loma and Ocean Beach. It's your favorite part of San Diego. What makes this area unique? Or what doesn't make it unique?
Oh, it's definitely unique. And Ocean Beach and Point Loma are two different communities, very much, even though we share one peninsula. They both have their own flavor. Ocean Beach is much more bohemian, small beach town. Point Loma's a little bit more gentrified, larger homes for the most part, and it's on the bay side of the peninsula, and Ocean Beach is on the ocean side. So kind of have the best of both worlds here.
I remember talking to you once, and you said that Ocean Beach is like the UC Berkeley of the Berkeley area of San Diego. I love that analogy.
Yeah, it's a lot of grassroots, a lot of political involvement. So that's probably what initially drew me to Ocean Beach, especially in my early 20s and coming out of a liberal school. I've grown up a bit, and Ocean Beach has grown up a bit too, but it's still very much got that flavor.
So we're here at Liberty Station, which is in Point Loma. Tell me a little bit more about this community and what Liberty Station has meant for the residents here and really all of San Diego County.
Right. Well, Liberty Station was the Naval Training Center, and Point Loma was a military town, still is. But it was closed down for the most part in 1997, I believe, and just sort of sat going to waste. And the city came in, and I don't know how it all came together, but McMillan won the development in here, and they've done an amazing job of preserving these old historic buildings and bringing in housing. So there's new homes, relatively new homes in here, parks, shopping, cafes, art centers, beautiful spaces like this to just be outside, and the dance center, which is where these guys are coming in, which is, I think, just an amazing mix of businesses in here.
Yeah, absolutely. Small business owners, and then you have some of the more corporate chains. Neisha, why was Liberty Station just the perfect fit for the growth of your company?
Well, Dance Place is very well known throughout the entire county for having a lot of exquisite dance. We have several modern dance companies and a professional ballet company. For us, it's a wonderful opportunity because it allows us to come in and bring really high quality dance focused on the children rather than on the adults.
Oh, that's fantastic. I'm so excited to hear a little bit more about this. I have a daughter, she loves dance. So I'm going to ask you a little bit more about the specifics of your company. What types of dance do you specialize in? What are the ages?
Okay, so we have 18 months to 18 years, specifically just the little kids. We do ballet, tap, jazz, hip hop, and we're even looking forward to starting some dance teams out here as well.
Wow, fantastic. And when do you open?
July.
In July?
8th. Yes.
Well, congratulations on
Thank
that.
you.
So tell me a little bit more about the real estate here in Point Loma. Still no inventory?
Very scarce. So we have homes in Point Loma ranging from, condos and houses and apartment complexes ranging anywhere from $350,000 to $10.5 million to $15 million. So wide range of housing. Very little for sale in any category in Point Loma or Ocean Beach. The area that we're in right now is Liberty Station, and that tends to be our newest construction unless it was a spec home. These homes range anywhere from, kind of starting in the 8s and 9s and up. But really walkable to everything you could ever want to have.
And you would know, because you just earned the prestigious title of being #1 for Coldwell Banker in San Diego, Riverside, and
Temecula.
And Temecula. Yeah. Congratulations on that. Yeah,
Thank
absolutely. You. And you, Neisha, I know that you have a website for the dance studio.
Yep, it's the name of the studio, Neishas.com.
Neishas.com. And it's Neisha's Dance and Music Academy. All right, thank you both so much.
Thank you.
Our thanks to Neisha Hernandez and Catrina Russell. We hope we gave you some great insight into the area and that you'll come check out Liberty Station soon.
As a real estate professional, there are only so many hours of the day, which means efficiency is more than a buzzword. It's a daily necessity. 2 tools from First American Title can help you keep on top of your transactions, either at your desktop or on the go. My First Am puts comprehensive property data at your fingertips, where you can review recorded documents, past transactions, or locate comparable sales quickly and easily. Cost First can also ensure you have 24/7 access to closing costs data, allowing you to generate net sheets, calculate fees, update documents, or email, print, or save your reports, along with TRID calculation and consummation date timeframes. Each sale includes a number of stages to manage, each with the possibility to delay a closing or derail it altogether. Let Cost First and My First Am keep your transactions on track. Contact your local First American representative to get started today.
That's all for Lifestyles, the only show of its kind exploring America's finest city. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed all the interviews with our co-hosts. And don't forget, if you want to engage with the show and myself, please visit us online. We would love to hear from you. Follow us on social media, and don't forget to tune in next week for another episode of Lifestyles.